Game on the line in the fourth, running up and down the court. I kill him, I do it for sport. Crunch time, when it's crunch time, I'm always gonna put in the work. You just keep coming up short, but somebody gotta get hurt. Crunch time, when it's crunch time, ooh, it's all about us in the end now. I ain't out here making friends now. Hit them with a turnaround if they wanna see how it pans out. I'm just trying to be a champion, trying to leave behind a legacy. MVPs in the ambience, but they champ for me. I'm always gonna put in the work. I'm just trying to be a champion. I'm always gonna put in the work.
Brother, please let us know for last thoughts, our listeners live and on podcast.
All right, we know that I do joke quite often about my attempted escapes from the psych ward, but in all seriousness, the psych ward game is seriously my idea of representing the military. Representing mental health in the military community. So if you happen to run into any type of mental health crisis or emergency, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial 988, press option 1. Again, just as I had to do when I was in a moment of crisis, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial the digits 988 and press option 1 if you find yourself in a similar... Hey, welcome to the show. This is episode 95 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. I am your host, Sergeant WarDawg, and tonight we have Danni from Defensive Unicorns. But before I bring her on to the show, let's go over some announcements for today. All right, first off, you can visit our website, sergeantwardawgtv.com, to find out any information about the show and in order to stay up to date on what's happening with the show. You can also find us on Facebook at Sergeant WarDawg TV, YouTube at Sergeant WarDawg TV, and Instagram at Sergeant WarDawg TV. You can also find us on X at Sergeant War. We are brand ambassadors for Reaper Apparel Co. So you can use our code Sergeant WarDawg TV for 10% off your entire order. Our nonprofit camp, Camp Doghouse in Hollowpaw, Florida, can now be found at campdoghouse.org. Remember, this is our attempt to alleviate the homeless war veteran situation in Central Florida by taking our property and turning it into a homeless veteran shelter in an off-grid setting. We won 2 awards last year. First off, from Acquisition International Magazine in the UK, we won Leading Veteran Welfare Outreach Nonprofit Organization. Second, from Corporate Livewire, we won Veteran Support Nonprofit Organization of the Year for 2023 and 2024. All right. We are media members of the National Shooting Sports Foundation, which is the organization that owns and runs SHOT Show. We will soon be media members of the Professional Outdoor Media Association, POMA. And finally, I completed my book on my 3 tours in Iraq as a Marine rifleman in the infantry. I have submitted the book to publishers, and as soon as I have a release date, I will let everyone know. All right. At this time, I now bring to the stage Danni, Defensive Unicorns. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now, just as I was telling you earlier, I want everyone to know that we are truly fans of yours. We're fans of the content that you put out, the guns that you aren't afraid to handle, and your dope marksmanship, man. I mean, your form and all that is like it's A1 and on point. So as a shooter, I can't do nothing but salute you and tell you thank you for coming on the show and for everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, can you start us off? Let everyone know where you're at, and let us and walk us into your background in firearms.
Okay, so I started out in Philadelphia. I actually started getting into firearms because I was in a domestic abuse situation. And after the abuse, actually leaving the relationship, it became um, scary. Like, he became stalkerish and was threatening my life. And, I was worried for my kids. So after getting the restraining orders and the paperwork and doing everything that they told me to do and realizing that they weren't getting there on time and that they couldn't save me at all times, I took my safety into my own hands and I learned how to use firearms. From there, I started going to the range by myself and training and really perfecting it. And I would see other women and they started asking me for help. And I just felt kind of bad to be like, I could help you, but I'm not really supposed to. So I went and I took my instructor cert and I started teaching. And here we are today.
That's
I am
what's
in
up.
Georgia now. So I'm doing training in Georgia, and I was just talking about I'm gonna rebrand out here. I got some land to use to teach, so we're gonna be doing some interesting things.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, about what year would you say you got started with all this?
Shoosh. Okay, so I want to say about maybe around 2000 and maybe about 16. 2016, somewhere around there is when I started my journey.
Is that around the time you bought your first gun?
Um, I bought it somewhere in that year, so it might have been 2017, somewhere in that year. Cause I was trained first, and I had to also get used to the sounds of firearms, which a lot of people don't talk about. But I had firearm trauma from my ex shooting like right next to my ear,
Okay.
so yeah, so I had to get used to the sound so I could actually be able to shoot myself without jumping, every time. So it took me about a good, I'm gonna say a good 3, 4 months, and then from there I was ready. I knew what I wanted, and I was ready to go buy my own firearm.
All right, that's what's up. Now, how about let's talk about defensive unicorns and how you took the game, took started to take the game over as a 2A influencer.
Okay, so with defensive unicorns, like I said, I went and got my instructor cert, and I started teaching, but I really didn't have a name for myself. I just wanted to help women. I wanted to empower women. I wanted to show them that there was other ways out here. Instead of waiting for somebody to save you, that you could save yourself. So I started thinking of some type of name, that's gonna sort of represent what I wanted to do, and I came up with defensive unicorns. So some people know, from the Bible about unicorns. Other people know just talking about, the kids version of a unicorn being magical and beautiful, and also being fierce. As people know, they defend themselves from their horns. So it's just so much stuff about the unicorn that sort of touched me, and from there I said, defensive unicorns, it sounds like a good name, and I sort of stuck with
Yeah,
it, and
yeah, it's
people
dope.
been people been loving it. And since then I just been going on from there. Now I'm trying to teach people about hunting and cleaning their meat, and being able to survive without, waiting for somebody to do it for you. So
And let me get this right though. You did grow up in the city or in the country?
I grew up in the city. Yep. Philadelphia,
And,
born and raised.
and when did you start hunting?
As soon as I moved out here, so about 3 years now. Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So you went in head first. You clean the meat, you skin it, the whole nine.
Yes, I clean it. We, sit it out, clean it with the ticks and the fleas, and we doing everything. We getting everything done.
That's what's up. I like that. All right, that's what's up. Now, could you give us a story from your life as an influencer? Just any
Um,
random story. There's something that happened to you.
um, I got a good one, and the other one's not really a bad one, but one thing I run into a lot, especially being a woman in this space, is I'll run into a male that is at the range, and he pretty much knows who I am, but it's just like, oh yeah, like you take pictures with guns, and I'm like, that's not what I do at all, But I'm like,
Okay.
okay, whatever, I'll let them be great, and then as we're there, they'll start watching me shoot. And then before you know it, they're like, oh yeah, like, like we should have a shoot off, or it's always something that, their ego pushes them to be like, basically, I want to see if you could shoot better than me. Um,
Okay.
so one time I was at the range and I ran into this guy, and he was like, "Oh, you that unicorn girl?" And it's like, "You take pictures with guns?" And I'm like, "No, I shoot." And he's like, "Okay, come on, come on." He's like, "Come on, come on, let me see you shoot." So I'm like, "Okay." So I wound up shooting with him or whatever, and his friend was there with him, and he was like, "Yo," and he was like, "What?" It was like, "Yo, she dogged you." Like it was like all her shots are like dead in the middle. It's like, man, you got to train some more. He was like, "Yeah, you can't call her a girl that just take pictures with guns no more." He said, "You got to give
Yeah.
her respect."
Okay.
And he did. He was like, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "I really respect it." He said, because so many women, you're a beautiful woman and you take pictures with guns. Men love guns. So, it gets you popular. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to be that. That's what I don't want to be. I want to have the education behind it, really put in the work,
That's
and
what's
then
up.
help other women. That's the whole reason I got into it in the first place. So,
That's what's up. I
hmm.
like that. It makes a big damn difference to let them know that you don't
Uh-huh.
just hold them. You don't
Right.
just take pictures with them. I mean,
Exactly.
you was like, yeah, I shoot. Let it be
Yep.
known. Let's
Yep.
make it official. I like that. I like that. I like that for real. So,
Mhm.
what was the second story you were talking about?
Oh, and then another time it was crazy because I was actually in Walmart, and I was walking around Walmart minding my business, and this lady came up to me, and I thought she was gonna ask me for help with something or whatever, and it's just like, "Hey, you're Danny, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I was like figuring out where she know me from, and I'm like, "Yeah," I'm like, "Where you know me from?" Because this lady didn't look like she would be watching anything gun related. And then she's like, "Yeah, defensive unicorn." She was like, "Oh," I was like, "I love what you do." She's like, can I donate to you? Can I give you some money?" And I'm like, "No, not right here." Like, I'm like, if you want to go on the website, you can donate or whatever. And I was like, "But thank you." And it caught me off guard. I started looking around, and I'm like, "Oh, people might actually know me." You know what I mean? I walk around to the stores. I'm like, I need to pay a little bit more attention to, I automatically just be like, "Oh, she just gonna ask me something normal." And she's like, "No, you're like, you the gun girl." Like, I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's what's up. That's
So,
what's up. Now,
hmm.
how about when it comes to the gun shows and gun conventions? Where
Hmm.
have you been? What kind of events have you been to?
So this last year, I've really been like trying to get out to different events and meet more people, and just I love learning different things about different people. You see people online, you sort of have an idea about them, but when you really meet people in person, you get their personality. You get more
Yeah.
just what they posted.
That's
So
right.
I was going to events just to meet people that I really, felt like I vibe with online. So I was like, well, let me really meet these people. And some of these women I met, as soon as I met them, I knew. I was like, oh, like you really shoot for one. And then for
Mhm.
two, it's like they really trying to help other people, and I just love it. I'm like, I'm so inspired by how many women are actually getting into the 2A community. It
Yeah.
seems like it's just picking up so much. But I have been to SHOT Show, I've been to the USCCA event, I've been to
That's what's
NAGA,
up.
I've been to NRA event, I've been to, I can't even say how many machine gun shoots. I've been to so many this year. It's
Yeah. That's what's
yes.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And some
And
range
we even,
days.
yeah, we even held one here. We had one in Georgia. So we had one here, and yep. So
That's what's up. That's
mm,
what's up. I gotta admit, this past shot show was our first shot show, and it was my first event, my first gun event since being out of the Marines over
really?
15 years. I don't know
Wow.
why, but I just never it never clicked to me that it was a thing. It never clicked. Or I thought that it would. I knew that there were gun shows every once in a while, but I didn't
Mm,
know that they were like on a shot show level, or on
yeah.
a Trigger Con level, or USCCA
Is
level.
yes, USC.
Yeah,
Yes. So when I went, it was overwhelming. My first one, it was definitely overwhelming. I'm like, it's so much stuff to do, it's so many people. Like I can't do everything. But as you continue to go, you become, used to it, and you get a strategy, and you sort of know what you need to do and where you need to be, and you find your people, that really vibe with you, where they telling you where to go or where everybody gonna be, and then it gets easier. SHOT Show is very big. It's a very big,
yeah,
especially
yeah,
for your first event. It's a very big event.
yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. But I enjoyed all of it though. I was like a
Yeah.
kid in the candy store. I mean,
Yup.
for a
Yeah.
Marine to get to go to range day and to shoot
Hmm.
all those guns from all those different
Yes.
companies, it was
Yep.
like like I said, it was like a
Sometimes,
Marine dream.
and sometimes the stuff ain't even out yet. That's the amazing part.
Yeah,
Like you get to shoot stuff that ain't even out in the market yet. It's amazing. I love
yeah.
it. Hmm.
Tell me about it though. That's that was one of the most dope events I've ever been to. I can't even lie to you.
Hmm.
And but we do have plans now. Now that we know about the events, like you said, NRA,
Hmm.
TriggerCon.
Yeah.
Now that we know about like Pew Party and different
Yeah.
range days that are coming up, we do
Yeah.
plan on getting out. So we will be out more
Well,
and
I'll be
out.
seeing you. Definitely, if you get to Pew Party, I'll be there. I'm planning
Okay.
on shooting out the helicopter. So
Yeah, that's what's up. Everybody's trying to shoot at the helicopter. That's what's up. I just kind of pictured that too. That would be dope footage.
yep.
I I had Jay the Shooter on the show recently.
Yeah,
What
it's
probably
cool.
like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he was telling us how everything was going. So we showed the promo video with him in the
Yes.
helicopter and everything
Yep.
like that.
I love it.
And
I'm so excited.
yeah, that's nice though. I think I'm. At first, I wasn't sure I was gonna go, but now
Yeah, you got to come
I don't
out.
know. Now picturing it, not. I mean, yeah. Now I might be kind of won over. Now to
Yeah,
be real, I might be kind of won over.
you got to come. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun.
So how about Can you let us know your three favorite firearms?
So, my three favorite firearms. So, one of my firearms, and I'm gonna tell you why I like them. Right. So, my first one will be my Glock 48. The reason why it's one of my favorites, right? Because people be like, "Oh, it's a Glock." They always got something to say about the Glock. But the Glock 48, I love it because for one, it's it's reliable. That's number one. For two, the grip is just amazing for me. Everybody is different, but for me, I love my Glock 48 grip. Second, the recoil is great. It's not too much, but it's a 9 millimeter, so it's gonna get the job done. So I love my Glock 48. After that, I would say so. mm, I guess it would have to be the Combat Master. And the reason why from Terran Tactical, I went down there and I shot it and I just fell in love with it the second I shot it. Now, is it a real small firearm? No. So you are going to put more work into concealing something like the Combat Master, but um, oh my God, the recoil is nothing. To right the slide is amazing. The grip is great. I love that gun. I have a case just waiting for me to get that gun. Like I love that gun. Like I'm ready.
Okay.
And Terry knows, like I'm ready. I'm telling you, as soon as I get there, I'm getting it. And
Hold on.
then
So you actually went down there to Terran Tacticals
yeah, I
to where
did.
he's at?
Yep.
Where is that?
California.
That's what's up. You
Mhm.
went all the way out there to see.
Yeah.
When was this? How long ago was this?
About a year ago. I want to say it was about a
That's
year.
what's up. All right.
Yep. And then since then, I've been seeing Tara. You know, now they got the Sand Viper. I've been seeing them at Shot Show and the events. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all just making this gun better and better. Like, you know, now they have
Yeah.
a contract with Canic. They doing so much. So, but I love that Combat Master.
So
hmm
and that
And then
was
I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. What was you gonna say?
that was two, wasn't it?
Yep. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say for my third, I don't know. I just love anything 50 caliber, like 50.
Okay.
I love the 50. Oh my God, I love to shoot it. And then it's so funny because every time I shoot, people see me and they're like, "Oh, you sure you gonna be able to?" And then when I get to work, especially with the bolt action, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, they be like, "Oh, you handled that good." They be like, "Can you do that again?" They love it
Yeah,
and I love it. Oh my, it's just something about it. I'm already like a daredevil. I love to do stuff that's going, make your heart race. I love it. So I'm
that's
like,
what's
yeah, the
up.
50 is definitely it's definitely in my top.
That's
hmm
what's up. Now, what would you say we can expect to see you doing in the future?
So like I said, I'm gonna do a rebrand. My rebrand is pretty much I'm gonna be doing the same things. I just want to get back to wanting to provide a safe haven for women. So I feel like it's so many women in the gun industry that are doing training right now and are doing influencing. So I sort of want to get back to more of the education part of it when it comes to just point blank period explaining why self-defense is so important, or self-protection, and getting to the roots of why so many people have trauma, and really really talking to the women to have an understanding of it not just being let's go buy a firearm and it's going to sit in the safe for a year and I ain't going to touch it. I want to really get in their mind to really understand why they feel like that's okay to just shoot once a year and be like, oh, but I got a gun, and really have them understand where I'm coming from, to be like, no, we need to train more, we need to understand our gun laws, we need to see what resources is out here just for us as women when it comes to being in domestic violence situations. So it's just so much more I want to do. So I'm just definitely trying to reach my peak of helping women as much as I can. So.
That's what's up. I
hmm
like that. And you've been doing all of that for how many years now?
Um, it been for a while. I want to say like me full time doing it probably been for about I want to say about 6 years.
That's
Um,
what's up.
yeah, I was doing private lessons and stuff at first. I wasn't doing big stream, and then before I knew it, from private lessons, I had classes of 30 women at a time. So,
Really?
hmm
Damn, you doing it like that, huh?
yep,
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
yep.
Now,
And now with the hunting, and then I want to get into, doing my planting and my vegetables, and I'm trying to go all the way in.
all right then.
Mhm.
I didn't know you were doing it on that level. You talking more like off grid type of or sustainability?
Yep. Yep. Trying to really teach people how to survive, because you never know. You never know what's going on, especially with this. With the government and so much things going on, you got to be able to survive out here. So,
Right. That's what's up.
yep.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't really know it until I found out what a prepper was. That
Mm.
that because of me being in the military, I'm a little bit of a prepper. I can't
Yep.
even lie to you. I
Yep.
like to be off grid. I like to
Yep.
be off, camping with a gun or
Yep.
hunting with a gun.
I love camping. Yes,
And
I'm such an outdoors girl. I'm telling you, I love it. So I just want to teach people, other ways of just depending on somebody all the time. So.
all right now. So
Mhm.
Danny with Defensive Unicorns is a city girl from Philly, but she has the heart of an outdoors woman. And
Yep.
that's okay. So that's how that works. I really thought you were
Yep.
gonna say you grew up. I thought you were gonna say
In the
you grew up
country.
hunting, right? I
Nope.
thought you were gonna say you grew up hunting hogs and skinning hogs and all that kind of
Nope.
stuff.
Nope.
So for
I
you to say
literally
you,
just jumped in it, and I'm 100% in it. I've been really doing it. So.
that's what's up. Now, do you have any other words that you want to give to female shooters or DV survivors or anyone else that will get a chance to view this?
Like I said, just realize that it's more to being a firearm owner than just having a firearm. It's way more to it than that. You could buy a firearm and you can have it in your safe, and it still won't keep you safe. You really need to take classes, even if it's not with me. You need to take classes, get that education for where you are, know your gun laws, know your rights. And really look at your resources as well. There's people out here that's not into firearms, but there's still ways for you to get help or have protection. So really learn your resources and reach out to, the resources that you have. And that's it.
All right, that's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 95 of the WarDawg Trail podcast with Danny from Defensive Unicorns. All right, check her out. You already know she's a big name in the 2A space. That's why we brought her on the show. You will see more and more of her as she continues with her life as a 2A influencer. All right, salute.
Thank you.
All right. All right. It's episode 95. Salute.
All I know is war. All I know is shoot. All I want is more. But I got some things to do. I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior. Got an emblem on my cover. And ask me what I did for ya. I put the trash deep down under. Yeah, I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you, yeah.
Some time in the place, man, I just needed some space. All the pain show in my face and my heart starts to